next award recipient is Andy Rubenstein, who you heard, Roger, put a personal threat, I will use the word, Andy, out on fundraising. And this award is named the Stephen Milne Adventure Spirit Award, and Stephen Milne was somebody that in the early years of ALS TDI was involved, and he helped to really drive our research forward, not as a board member like Fran, but more in the fundraising arm. And Stephen brought the entire insurance industry that he was a leader in behind this cause, and he helped to raise several $1 million for us through that effort. Really what this award stands for is people that go out there and do crazy things or personally challenging things, like ride the trek for 7 years, 8 years now, Andy? Something like that, 9, 8? So I think 8 times 270, if there's any math whizzes in the room, that's like 1,000 miles, right?
Bike twice, because he rides his bike up and back.
He rides his bike up from Greenwich to Boston and then back. So somebody buy this man a car, please, or at least a bus ticket. So obviously Andy has really taken an adventure route towards making a difference in ALS. He'll tell you more about his personal drive in that when he comes up and speaks. We have, unfortunately, we have one person in the room. Is Sharon here? Sharon? You want to come up, Sharon? No? You want to stay down there? We do have one of our past award recipients in the room, Sharon Isles. Sharon's going to come up and help us make this presentation to Andy Rubenstein, who's walking up on the stage as well. Thank you both for being here. And if you can't tell, Sharon is from New Orleans, so she's come a long way. All right, Andy, thank you so much. You have absolutely, on behalf of the ALS Therapy Development Institute, having people like you not just ride, but be there with us every step of the way, every year, especially, you've seen your father go through this battle, and you stick with it, and you stay involved so that others may have a chance to have a treatment. So it means a great deal to us at the Institute to not have you walk away at the end of that, but continue to be involved and continue to have that adventurous spirit each and every year through the trek. So on behalf of the Institute, congratulations and thank you. Thank you.
Been threatened by a police officer at Greenwich, but it's on YouTube, so I have that. He should know better. So I can't tell you how humbled I am by an honor like this. 10 years ago, we lost my dad to ALS. And for the 4.5 years prior to that, my father and my mother fought ALS with every ounce of love that they have for each other and with a family that they built out of love. And that's the only way I know how to fight. It's with real passion. And I share an honor like this with them. The ALS TDI, they became a part of my family, or maybe I became a part of theirs when I saddled up about 8 years ago for the first tri-state trek. It was at that moment that I understood that we weren't alone in our fight, and that more importantly, this fight isn't over. And along the journey, I've met and continue to meet incredible people and incredible families that battle and fight for those that they love. I'm inspired by their commitment to end this horrible disease. The very people in this room, all those people who spoke this morning and those who asked questions and those who sat silently, you inspire me, and I'm in awe of every one of you, and I'm honored to be considered among you. I just want to thank Steve and Rob and Terry and Dave for letting my passion and enthusiasm make a difference in what they do. And I'll thank my mom, who understands my passion and probably wishes she never taught me to ride a bike. And of course, I have to thank my wife, who lets me climb on a bike every weekend and pretend that I'm a superhero. And my son for all of his support. And my daughter, who has volunteered on the trek almost every year that I've been out there. And she carries this with her in her heart and soul wherever she goes. And I can't ask for more than that. So just to kind of end any other rumors, we did drive up here today. I left my bike at home. And I will never give up. I will be a voice for you for as long as we need to fight this fight. Thank you.